or as long as I can, being healthy, loving, kind, accepting, generous, and compassionate, just like these beautiful friends of mine. Thank you all so much.
Mm. Mm. Oh, if you want to go.
I have to collect myself for a moment here. Aloha, good morning. We had a wonderful Friendsgiving here on the Lanai for Thanksgiving. And we were blessed with this really intense rain. And after or before we started our meal, one of the blessings at the end is that all of us go home safely in all the directions that we're going. So after I helped clean up and take one of our lovely kapunas home, I started making my journey down back to go stay with some friends at Ho'okena. We were camping, and I made her the hostess. I made her a lei. So I went to go pick it up in the refrigerator, and something said, you know what, you need to stay. It was just pouring down rain, and they live like on the beach. And you have to drive this really precarious sandy road, like you go off the dirt path onto the sandy road. So I said, okay, I'm going to stay. And I messaged her, and I felt it was hard because I felt like I was going to disappoint. And they were really looking forward to me coming. And they said, no, trust your instincts, just stay home. So I went to sleep, and I had a nice, good rest. And then went to go back, and I found out that the water had come up about 10 feet from my front door of my tent. And so that was a pretty close call. It washed the road out. It flooded. The whole neighborhood was flooded out. But everybody was okay. It didn't flood the homes. And then right at the last second, there was this rogue wave. So I could have been dead in the tent. And this rogue wave came up, and 4 of the women rushed to my tent and picked it up and dragged it backwards and saved my tent. And I think if I had been in it, I would have been too heavy to save. So I'm really, I don't know about an ordinary, but definitely a miracle. So I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
Does anybody else have a burning miracle to share? Yeah, okay. Stephen, you have the pass around mic? Yeah, okay, good. One of the things we like to do here is to kind of get a little bit of audience participation. Oftentimes we'll say, oh, who's the new people? Okay, call yourself out. Tell us where you're from. What's your name? So we can give you a bunch of love. But I want to combine that today with a question. Yeah, so I asked Harry ahead of time, is there a question that we can all answer? We're going to pass a mic around. When it's your turn, share your name and your answer. And if you're new, you can say, this is my first time here. I'm from so-and-so, wherever, whatever. Yeah, you're all welcome to say where you're from too, if you like. But Harry, what's the question you've got today?
Are you happy?
Are you happy? Easy answer, quick answer. Yeah?
Yes and no.
Uh, it looks like it's on. I heard yes and no.
I'm gonna read.
I was going to say, can we get a clarity on
Well, I have a Gemini moon, so you know.
a little bit loud, a little bit loud.
Anyway, hi, my name is Ramona.
Yeah.
Aloha. Aloha.
Yeah.
Aloha, my name is Ramona, and I hail from here and Seattle. And are you happy? Mostly happy and getting happier.
Better answer. Yeah. Stephen, we had it a moment ago, and is that the one that he gave us? I think that's the old one, yeah? We're not using the one he gave us, sorry. Well, it's got a wire. Yeah, we could turn it, we could turn it off so it doesn't get feedback, but
I think it's, oh, there. Now it's
Yeah.
back.
yeah.
Okay. So we'll have many miracles. The mic works and.
Right.
Okay. My name is Pasha, and the question makes me want to sing the little song. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Okay, I'm happy.
Aloha, I'm Nance, and I am happy to be here.
Hi, my name is Larissa, and I'm from Hawaii and Colorado. And happy. I mean, most of the time I'm happy, but if I'm missing getting in the ocean swimming, I'm not as happy, I have to say.
Good morning. My name is Lorene, and I'm getting happier.
Good morning. My name is Rick. I'm from California, East Bay area, and I do want to say this geographic place has called me for a long time, and I'm back again and happy to be here. I am happy and finding more happiness as time goes on.
Hi, I'm Shana. The word that comes to mind for me is content.
I'm Leah, and I am happy and very grateful. Waves of sadness right now, but that's part of the grief, but I am generally very happy. I'm so happy to live in this beautiful place.
I love this question. I'm happy when I choose to be.
Jamie, and absolutely.
I'm Terry, and sometimes.
Aloha. I'm Eddie, and yes, definitely happy.
Aloha, I'm Marcus, and I'm always happy, always full.
Hi, my name is Elaine. Mostly happy. But I sat here a few minutes ago and shed some tears with Leah because I just celebrated the 1-year death of my son. And he was 38. And it's been tough. But you know what? I'm choosing to be happy. I'm here. I'm here.
I'm Cindy. Yes, I'm happy. I can feel.
Aloha, my name is Sila, and kind of happy.
Aloha. Happy because I have a practice up in Hawaii because of the blessings of Harry and Sila. I thought that I was retiring as a rolfer, and they said, "Oh no, you're not." So anyway, so I'm blessed that I have a gig, in this wonderful little community up there, part-time. But I'm so grateful to be here and to meet the group. This is the first time I've been here.
Hi, I'm Jeffrey. Most of the time I'm happy, and I'll probably be a lot happier when the whales finally get here.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Aloha, I'm Elisha Leolani. I'm so happy when I can pick coffee on the farm where I live and communicate with the tree coffee bush
Every little. Okay, yeah. And when I look up and I see the eel flying overhead, and I feel so that's when I'm happy. And all the other times too.
My name's Apurva, and I feel happy and just very grateful.
Hello, my name is Roger, and
Test.
happiness is a choice, and I choose to be happy.
I'm Sally, and yes, I'm happy because I'm very fortunate.
I'm on Gemini. Hi, I'm Candy, and I have so many feelings, and I don't deny them. I like to feel them each deeply and completely.
Hi, I'm Momi. I live here and I'm happy.
Aloha, I'm Stephen. I'm happy, more grateful and content that all these appearances that don't seem to fit harmoniously into my universe aren't real, that only God and Spirit are real. That's good news.
Hi, I'm Jeanette. I live here now from Switzerland and Maine. I am very happy and very grateful for a lot of quality time with people I love a lot. So a whole month of being back here in Hawaii, of going from place to place and just feeling very grateful and happy.
Aloha, I'm Pavlina from Slovakia. For the time being, I'm here, and I definitely feel joy in my life. And when it comes to happiness, I feel happy in certain areas of my life.
Aloha, I'm Pomaikai, and I am happy. Inside and out, upside down, and all around.
Hi, I'm Sarah Lee. I lived here a number of years, and I was luckily called back to the island where my heart seems to live. And I just feel super happy to be here, and I'm happy most of the time.
I am Jatayu. Happy is normal, and unhappy is abnormal. I crave abnormal edification to crawl out of the hole that I'm in of unhappiness and anger into love, loving all the people gathered here. This is an opportunity to focus on enlightenment, which is happy. Enlightenment is happy.
Right.
Thank you. Hi, so nice to meet you and everybody here. My name is Maria, and I'd like to share with you something that Brother David Steindl Rust said to me many, many years ago. And he said, I'm not grateful because I'm happy. I'm happy because I'm grateful. And that has guided me and helped me in so many moments. So I hope it helps you.
Thank you. My name is Jessica, and I'm happy.
I'm Vibora, and it's a trick question. Happy, sad. The dualistic world we live in has everything. So I'm happy sometimes and sad sometimes, and hopefully rise above and transcend the whole dualism to your true self.
Keep it going. Keep it going. And then you're on next. And then we'll have you do a song.
Aloha. Good morning. I'm Victoria, and I am truly happy and content wherever I am. Grateful.
Hi, I'm Patty, and I'm happy to be here.
Mahalo. My name is Jean. Happiness, love, with great compassion for all.
Okay, I think that's everyone. And normally I would then now introduce Harry, but I realized I forgot to have Vibora sing a song with all the intensity we had from our miracles and so forth. But I wanted to have give the stage to Vibora for a song, and then we'll come back and I'll have Harry answer the question. And but I am happy. I'm happy because Harry's here. I'm happy because all of you are here. I'm just happy. It's my medicine.
Don't worry. Be happy. Okay. For real now. As I gaze into the sunrise over Manana, and a canopy of mist over Kauai sits above the waves that find their destiny. Kana o makapu Hawaii kila ia kaupo. On looking you will find a place like no other kind. A little heaven on earth. Alapueo, the wind swirls out to sea, finds its way on the slopes of Kaihuri. Apohola dancing joyfully out on the ocean blue. Keakua made this place for me and you. Kaulana, o makapu, kuaibi, kukila kila kaupu. One look and you will find a place like no other kind. A little heaven on earth, Makapu. Kaulana, o makapu, kuaibi kila ia kaupo. One look and you will find a place like no other kind. A little heaven on earth, Makapu. As I gaze into the sunrise over Manana and
no ke kua pololi. And the canopy of mist over Kaohai Haiku sits above the waves that find their destiny. Kaulana o makapu wahili ku kila kila ia kau. One look and you will find a place like no other kind. Heaven on earth. One look and you will find a place like no other kind. A little heaven on earth.
Thank you, Vivara. Now it's my extreme pleasure to introduce my friend and teacher, Harry Uhaniju. Yeah. Yeah, you want to give a lay? Yeah. Yeah. Harry was born on Kauai to a very auspicious family, Uhane. Yeah. From the age of 8, he was trained by elders Kapuna and Kohuna, yeah, in the ways of the arts, traditional apprentice style, so forth. Yeah. He's the author of the book Wise Secrets of Aloha. Yeah, I highly recommend learning and living the sacred art of Lomi Lomi. His teachings are both simple and profound, and I can vouch for that. Life-changing, even. Yeah. Those who have attended his workshops and presentations comment on the palpable sense of joy they experience. And I said, happiness is my medicine. I learned it from Harry. Harry's medicine is joy, and it just emanates out, and it's the most profound. That's how I know he's Kohuna. Yeah, Kohuna of joy, really. That's the one that heals. Yeah. His wife and he, as Sila, his wife, also comes from auspicious Kona family, yeah, of Konas and teachers and so forth, yeah. Incredible partnership of the Big Island and Kauai, yeah. And Kopono, his son, also dear friend. I have to give shout out to Kopono. I think you guys are just up there with the grandchildren, 4 children, 4 grandchildren now. So also that whole side of life, yeah. But they lived in New York for a long time. They'd kind of come back and forth to the island. But I just heard Harry say he's living here forever. Yeah, so woo, yeah. But it's an honor to have Harry back on the island and to have him here at New Thought. So Harry, all yours. Aloha. Hey, aloha, eh. Hey, aloha, eh. Hey, aloha, eh. Hey, aloha, eh.
Hey, aloha, eh. Hey, aloha, eh. Now, many Hawaiians would say, oh, that's not what it means. But for me, where I came from, e aloha, e means that there's love here and there's love there, everywhere. And as love is everywhere, love is here. And I always want to start that way because, you know, I got to tell you, it's a mixed bag, meaning there's good people and bad people around. Most people that are dead are good, but there's some bad. And when they hear that love is here and love is everywhere, they're not where you are. So it's a way of blessing with a ha 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 ha. And that's really something you want to learn today as a skill, how to bring that to you. So it's real simple. Just go ha,
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 ha, ha, ha, ha, ha, ha, ha. Now, notice how the vibration raised just for a second, and be there with me, because the next statement's really critical to get. It really is. It's like, you know, in your throat, there's something you want to get out. This is the time. I'm here today to talk about Ho'oponopono, which for some people means forgiveness. Did you know there were two kinds? Yeah, now or later. Really own that, because we've all been there later. And now's the time to change that. But I'm not here to give you a rote process or way to get through the process. I want to give you the story that I was given when I was 4, about 8 years old. It was told to me often. My mother and father worked at the Coco Palms Hotel. Both worked during the day. So Grandpa was responsible for me. Grandma was responsible for my sister. So we went often up in the mountains to get stuff. He was a healer. He'd get herbs. We went up to this mountain called Kahili Mountain Park. Kahili Mountain Park is the top of the mountain, is Kahili Mountain. That's in Koloa on the island of Kauai. And at the top of that very island, you could see what's known as the Lihue Depression, the largest crater above water in the entire Pacific Ocean. And at that time, when we looked out, you could see all the way to Hanamalo, that whole ridge about 5 miles wide, this crater. And this crater is special to the Hawaiian people because Ku, the first man, and Hina, the first woman, came from that star system behind Pleiades or Subaru out there. And when they came to the island of Kauai, they came for purpose, to give the human experience purpose. Okay, we're going to not wait to the end of the story. What is the human experience purpose? Can we all agree? It's to convert negative energy into positive energy. Take a minute to notice that our negative energy is converting to positive energy. It's what we've been doing since Ku and Hina arrived. Now, this story of Ku and Hina is completely in paradoxical opposite of the story we know, because I'm a Catholic and a Mormon. My mom was Catholic, my father was Mormon. Yeah, go figure. Okay. When we got to this place where Ku and Hina arrived to the top of Kahili Mountain Park, that area, when you go up there, I want to show you what it's like now. There's the Channel 9 TV station antenna in the center, and around it is a collection of tea leaves. That's always there. State of Hawaii goes up there and cleans it. And so it's just a circle of tea leaves. And so when Ku and Hina came down from the beginning of time to Earth and landed, because they were the foretellers of the Hawaiians coming. And so they looked at each other and they looked around and they realized that these humans and these animals are not getting the right message. That every animal, every rabbit, every ant, every bird, every tree, every rock, everything on planet Earth was completely aware that it was in heaven. The only mysterious unknower is the human. So Ku and Hina convinced each other that for the beginning of time to now, they will bring the knowledge of heaven on earth now to every human being. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but the job's almost done. How do you know? It is in many different stories. One of Ula, which is that heiau right next to the volcanic national park, Pali'ula is a heiau that's at the edge of the volcano. And it says that love prevails all trauma. Now take a bit and really see that. Because I want to leave you with just the process. I want to leave you with that idea that can you perceive how in God's world and universe have you arrived to where you are? Kind of take a look at who's next to you. From the beginning of time, how did you get here? Aha. So at 8 years old, and Grandpa telling me that I convincingly believe that I'm here from the beginning of time. Feel that. And embrace the paradox. Because frankly, some of us are happy and some of us are not, but all of it is a mixed bag, which is what it takes to convert negative energy into positive energy. Take a breath. Very different, yeah, that we originated with the sin. The other story being, we have something to share. The most valuable thing this planet has ever produced is the human community, because there is no other community with the attention to convert negative energy into positive energy. Well, I mean, really, what do you say to that? How about thank you? I mean, thank you. Thank you that I know this now. That's what I've been doing. Now, I want to ask you again, and this time go deeper in yourself, because we're implanting the possibility that Ho'oponopono is not outside of you. It's really locked into the thought of who you are now. From the beginning of time, this is who you are. Raise your eyebrows if you're kind of proud of where you are. Yeah, and say it for yourself and everybody that you know. I am enough. Yeah, lots of proof. Lots of proof. Take a deep breath. So all these Hawaiians have actually come through this portal with Ku'uhina to say that this planet needed to hear that love prevails all trauma, and that you are the most important thing here, that the marriage between the human community and Earth has absolutely far extended into making the rest of the universe around us happy. Now, is that really possible? Let me show you how it's working. I want to teach you today how it's working. And it's in two ideas. Can you understand the feeling of confidence? Okay, I want to tell you something. Confidence is something that's from your head and your past. All your confidence is accomplished by how you maneuvered the data into what we call confidence. The good and the bad all came from the confidence you've experienced in your memory. Okay, now we're getting the nods. We feel that. Here's where it really counts. And that is certainty. Certainty comes from the future you. I'm going to say it again. Certainty comes from the future you. How many of you know that future you is why you're here today? Ha ha! That there is no real difference between who you were and who you are. The costumes have changed. Everything's changed. Your hair's changed daily. It's still what brings you to where you're going is the future you. Have you ever imagined? Take a look at yourself now. Have you ever imagined that 8-year-old child in you would not be absolutely happy to meet you? Because if you believe, you have confidence, they don't. And what comes to balance is their certainty. Trust me, the future is just as yours as the past. I really know this about the Hawaiian community. I know many Hawaiians who are just happy not alive, but living in a service. One of the most magical things I learned here on the Big Island, not so much on Kauai, but here, you can go to a certain part in the forest, or you can go to a certain beach, and you can sit and be in practice and presence and feel the tribe of heaven right next to you. And these are things that are not language. But we get 6 million people going to Pu'uhonua every year. Back to the same point. Why is the Hawaiians saying this job's almost over? Oh, this is very important. It's because there's not very many of us. And as soon as it's over, we get to do this in another galaxy, in another planet, in another time, being who we are. Hawaiians. With the leader Ku and Hina. Ku, by the way, is the meaning of time. Hina, by the way, is the meaning of space, the very thing that creates all of us. And so, how do we know it's almost over? Because aloha is on every milkshake carton in McDonald's. That aloha can be heard in Africa. Aloha can be heard in Russia. Aloha can be heard in China. Aloha can be felt. And I ask you to feel what they are feeling from aloha, not the confidence of what happened. Oh, the certainty of we are here, almost done. What a powerful notice that we know, you know, aloha. The breath of God is in our presence. Together, please, the breath of God is in our presence. And that's what makes us happy. Know that your certainty comes from the successful. And who says successful is still alive? Because we know after a bad day, a good day is probably coming. Oh, come on, there's, paychecks. I really, really appreciate that you can feel the certainty that's flowing into you from the possibility that certainty drives us to converting that negative into positive. Now, take a minute and go back and say, the way to hold it all together is really 2 words. I've learned it. It's one I want to share with you today. It's embrace the paradox. Some of us here are happy, and some of us are sort of happy. But in embracing the paradox, we squeeze ourselves into our future. The proof that we came from where we already are going to happy. And not for happy, but happy as a fulfilled purpose. Can you kind of nod your head if you have, in the last 5 minutes, understood that you have been able to convert negative energy into positive energy? Notice it's a lot easier if few more gather. Because like I said earlier, the most important thing we share is the ability to convert this negative energy into a positive form. This is the human service. And it's so curious to me to notice that all these aliens, right, coming around are here to help, like the birds and the whales. And why? It's because we all function on gratitude. The other truth is, we humans are not just on this earth. We're everywhere. I know that because my Ku and Hina came from behind Subaru. The stars. Yeah. 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 So the certainty you give joy to, as opposed to the confidence, which is our style, which is to try to accomplish, but the certainty of success in the future, which shows that every human feels the ability to convert that negative energy into a service for all the rest that exists. That you can leave today owning. And congratulations. And I am very grateful for Tutu, who told me that the only thing you have to worry about is happy. And he was right. He really was, because everything else will happen. It's what we use happy to do, which is to give us a power to serve. It really makes us wellness happy. So raise your eyebrow again if you understand wellness happy is with you now by purpose. Amen. Amen. Amen means I agree. Yeah, I do have a real kind of like closure here, because I do think you got the message, but I'm so open to any question you might have. And I don't know if they do this here, but I do. Okay. Yeah. Oh, we got time. I love that. Yeah. How can we help you? Anybody got a question? Yes.
I am so lucky that I have this
Now I got it.
library in August. At the library.
Okay.
This falls off the shelf
Oh.
in August, and they only allow it for 3 weeks. I wanted it forever, but I was only able to check it out for another 3 weeks.
Okay.
And then I was so lucky because then the Hawaii library closed for renovation, so I got to keep it. And I've almost, memorized it. I love it. You have such a, you're teaching us about so much more than Lomi Lomi. So much more. And there are 2 things that I just tuned into this morning as I was looking it over, and that was about the tantrum and the cherished wound. And it seems like those are so prevalent in our leadership and Congress people in so many areas. So I just wanted you to comment on that if you could.
So the question is like, how do we deal with tantrum, and what is a tantrum? Our first understanding is a tantrum is someone who's 3 years old and has loss of power. They cannot walk correctly. They cannot go forward correctly. They have not enough context of their world to have patience to go forward. So they go, tantrum. Yeah. And so, can you see that's a powerful tool in politics? Right? And it comes from our own children. I have 5 children actually, because I have 2 stepfathers, and 4. But always one to have a tantrum. Right? And tantrum is a good thing. It really is, because it gets over. Here's a deeper conversation. It's this idea of the cherished wound. The cherished wound is that lineage idea that follows from parent to parent to parent, right? And we're having a real big issue around the cherished wound nowadays. Believe it or not, it actually comes from how the families are formed. That's very different now. I've got all these kids, none of them got married. They had partners, but nobody's getting married anymore. So their cherished wound was how the relationship was built on the contract outside, right? So everybody's cherished wound, it depends on what okay, can we say it loud? What dad did wrong. Worse, what mom did wrong. Yeah. It's based on the same idea that if I do this, I would do it better. So the cherished wound is a name for all these common, constant problems that come over time. Yeah. And it's in response to the tantrum. I have no power. How do I move forward? Yeah. And where is the solution to all that? Same place. You. Remember when you was having a tantrum? Remember? Take a minute and remember a tantrum you've had. Like, at the bar, drunk, can't drive, gotta call a taxi. Well, right? Cop stops you, you have no paperwork. Tantrum. Yeah. That's where the limit is. And that's where the evolution happens, in the tantrum. So it's a very powerful way of the human to exercise out the behavior of mom and dad. Because there's one thing that's always true. The kahuna of one generation is not the kahuna of the next generation. The generation forward is not the practice of the generation behind. That through the evolution is probably how we got so far. So what do you do with the tantrum and this idea of, a cherished wound? Say it with me. I love you most of the time. Raise your hand if you know that's true. Yeah. Thank you for reading from that book. I really appreciate that. But the book has, I got to tell you, I don't really sell my book too much, but I got to tell you, it's really curious because you'll read it and then you'll read it again and it changed. That's really real. And this is a surprise to you, but it changes for me too. I'd have to look at it twice. Yeah. Appreciate that. Thank you. That was a great question. Anybody else has an idea that they want to see build? I got the back row. One.
Hi.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. I'll be quick.
Yes.
When we encounter somebody
Yeah.
that has a negative energy,
Yeah.
that we would like to convert,
Uh-huh.
and the person is difficult.
Sure.
To convert.
Yeah.
What are some techniques we can use?
Here's the simplest one I use for a general approach. It's like, you do have those people in your life that, have a problem. And so how do you help that? Well, let's give a general idea. I know a couple of people who are in illness right now. I'll do the same for them. Yeah. Any irritant I have. And it's a very simple idea. Can you all pick the last candle you lit? Oh, you know that one. Put it right next to the left ear. And every time you see that person, have the candle lit. And you'd be surprised. Occasionally, you'll notice no more wax, so you got to change the candle. And as long as that candle's lit, you got to know this, that for all times, you're not alone. And whatever you want, your dead people tribe want too. I know we all, had this Christian idea that there's always a guide. I'm sorry, you're in Hawaii. There's a whole tribe. Can you feel that? Yeah, it's not like being on the mainland. On the mainland, I had individual guides, maybe 2 or 3 at a time. Over here, it's a party all the time. And why? They're in heaven. They're in the frequency of heaven, which is what we're dealing with. Certainty is a frequency from your future. Confidence is a thought from your past. It really matters to be quiet in the moment and realize that future you is your heroine, is your pride, is your closest to where you always want to be, heaven. Because the future person I'm imagining with you is far past this life. Into the most challenging of services, but never doesn't cherish who she or he was. And is always willing to get you to where they're going. Valuable to know. So I ask, can you watch this candle? I'm busy. And the dead person I'm talking to is future me. Because I've been dead before. It's temporary. I don't know about you, but I got a lot to do. This is an infinite skill these gods gave to the human experience, is to go about this universe and ask, what if? What if there is a change? What if I make a difference? Yeah. And here's the final proof. You have made such a difference that you are here now since the beginning of time. I don't need to wish gratitude. It falls on that idea. And it fills us as a tribe holding that idea. It is permanence. And it is universal. I really believe that. I've been privileged to travel very often in many different places. And the same frequency of certainty, I found it in every single Buddha temple in Japan I went to. Every single marae I went to in Los Angeles and in New Zealand. Many places in New York have this special proof that certainty is always your first guard. Your future is not capable of taking you outside of your service to convert negative energy into positive energy. Amen. It feels like that. It feels like a solid, I really get it. I feel like I always have had certainty. Okay, anybody else? I thought there was some way back there. Oh, we got a mic going. Good.
Okay. Hello.
Hi.
Heaven on earth. As it is in heaven, so it will be on earth. So it will be on earth as it is in heaven. Bring down heaven on earth. Well, that's our Kuleana, making heaven on earth.
It is. Heaven is a frequency. If you want a visual, take the color at the bottom of the rainbow and take that to bottom. The bottom is a little red. And as you go further up the rainbow, it turns into first purple and then a lavender. The lavender purple is, in Hawaiian's eyes, is that hue of purple that surrounds the planet. That is the pole. That is the place where all things are. Spiritual people say that that's the record of the planet. Hawaiians have been told that they believe that's the record of the planet. Kauai people who practice mystical sciences understand that Po is in everything that you do not see in front of you. Your blood is in Po because it's not in front of you. Your family is all in Po because it's not in front of you. That you're always only in the capacity of what's in front of you. So that you're always in the presence of your Ao, which is the breathing awareness. Remember now, this culture was so now, we didn't really get along with anybody in Pyramid because it was a different understanding of time. Time doesn't move for the Hawaiian. It stays in heaven. It stays in the Kealani. It's to reach out and touch that, is what Hawaiians want to do daily. Yeah. And to do that is to do with breath. Remember, if you're thinking of it, it's really not frequency. And if you're using your intention for frequency, you're in the frequency of heaven. What does that mean? It means service. Heaven is not a play around, hangout, cruise a place. It's the highest frequency of our universe. It belongs in that place of absolute authority to share love. And it does. It does. What is pono? Yeah? What is pono? Pono means to be good. I gotta tell you, this is the tricky thing with my son's name is Kapono. This is a tricky thing to really appreciate, but valuable, meaning that pono is this individual. Pono doesn't have a common across the field. It does mean balance. It does mean rightful. But like most things in Hawaiian culture, you have to see the face when they say pono. Yeah. So what is pono? Pono is the beginning of po, where things begin to pull from to create here. Yeah. You think of having a meal, you go pono, you think, oh, this one here, this one there, this one there. You call this one that one. It comes together from po. All your things come together from po. The manifestation of everything you have comes from here to here. Because you know what this does? When you have certainty, molecules start listening to you. I'm not kidding. You know, this is the new world we live in. It's called entanglement, quantum entanglement. Oh my God. Hawaiians been talking about that forever. I really mean it. And they're not allowed to. Because you can't discuss non-academic stuff in academic. No, that's not true. Everybody knows that if you wish, it just might come true. And nowadays, even more so. Especially if it's a bad wish, we notice it happens faster. Okay, who wished for more credit on their card? So po is that place. Pono is the rightfulness creating. It's being created rightfully. When you think of what is Hawaiian saying, always think of them only being in now. You know, the dead people, they're dead, like Tom. No, they're now. To me, they're like right now. They didn't like die in 1968. No, right now. What you want has to happen right now, which means everything else is a distraction. And that's what certainty does. It kind of like chops away all distractions. Because it's an energetic frequency from you to heaven. Okay, you're not heaven yet, but you are a capacitated human being to channel it. Yeah. And I got to tell you, there's a lot of different ways, but can you remember to light the candle, whoever needs it, for whatever reason? Because one of the fascinating things of being awoke is being awake to see it. And what are we awake to see? Love. Not how and who they're in group. I mean, everybody's got that in the family. Love. That's what awakens. Because that has a unique ability to grow us, to nurture us, to bring us, right? And also you might notice it's permanent. Yeah. I hope that helped. You're welcome. I really mean it. Yeah. Okay. Are we in the close? Yeah. Thank you. Really. I just want to give you one closure prayer. Okay? Now, you got to get this one, and I want you to have it for the rest of your life. When you need a prayer, do one thing. Help! Now, I know that's funny, but it's also funny to understand that if you meant help, it's the frequency of your heart that gets it. You know what I mean? And it isn't about the urgency of the moment. It's the urgency of your passion that brings you the best help. So say with me together, please, very quietly to yourself, help. Right? I mean, there is no better solution to vulnerability. And notice that's the biggest issue. It's not really fear. It's the vulnerable. There are real things that can hurt us. Not if you ask for help. I really mean it. Because I practiced and studied thousands of different prayers in Hawaiian, Japanese, all over the place. And you know what? It could be help. But not the help from my voice, the help from my frequency. And you all own that already. Congratulations. Thank you, thank you. I feel great. I hope you do too. Amen.
Man, yeah. Thank you so much, Harry.
You're welcome.
Amazing as always.
That
On
was
so
fun.
many levels. So many levels. So, Viboro, yeah, you're welcome to play a song. We're going to pass the bowl. This is when we give thanks in a real practical and tangible way. Sharing, giving, offering, so forth. Beautiful.
again. Until my hair again.
So beautiful, so wonderful. I love how everybody just, or people feel free to just get up and dance anytime. You always have, I just give you permission at any time that we're talking or doing anything, you're welcome to break out and dance in my presence. Coming up next at New Thought Center, so we've got services every Sunday at 10 a.m. Yeah. Next Sunday, we've got Keala Kumu Keala Ching, also amazing. Speaking about Kuliana, your versus responsibilities. So that'll be interesting. Like, what's your Kuliana? And notice Kuliana starts with Ku. Just throwing that in there. Music by Kumu also, yeah, which is always beautiful. On the 10th, we'll have the Crystal Bowls. It's the second Sunday of the month. So at 9 o'clock, we'll do the Crystal Bowls. I do encourage people to come. Last time the room was pretty full, but it's a nice way to tune your body. Now, the crystal bowls, we have a nice set here. I tend to bring another set, and it's a nice sound meditation. And then after that, at 10 o'clock, we're going to do Christmas tree decorating, which is always kind of fun. We put on Christmas music, and everybody becomes elves and wanders around just making everything nice. Then the following Sunday, I'll be leading a ceremony for solstice. So winter solstice, we'll have drumming, we'll do a ceremony, use a guided meditation. We lay out mats, you're welcome to lay down and stuff. Again, that's one of the things I love about this place is it's always different. We have amazing teachers. You can see why I love this man. And he, like it says, taught me the medicine of joy on such a different level. And I take that responsibility serious, that we convert energy. And that's what all my prayers are about. Like, yeah. Monthly events. At the end of the month, we've got the potluck, which is today, right after service. There's also a produce giveaway, which we split now. That's next Sunday, the first Sunday of the month. But if you've got extra produce, bring it anytime, and we'll be happy to take it from you. But usually the first Sunday of the month, we got a lot of stuff to give away. Also coming up, we've got a couple special events. So we have a holiday bazaar. That's going to be the 2nd. So Saturday, December 2nd, from 10 to 3 here, there's going to be baked goods and so forth. We could use some volunteers, like always. There's a sign-up sheet over here, and it's next to the poinsettia. So we've got 2 sign-ups over here. The poinsettia is the sign-up for the holiday bazaar, which is Saturday the 12th, right? Next Saturday, basically. And then we've also got a field trip. Now, this sounds fun. I don't know if those of you who are here when LT Smooth was sharing about his school, his land, that instead of building his dream house, he decided to build his dream school. And he has a place where people come and learn music and make ukuleles and all kinds of amazing stuff. And so on the 17th, which is the Sunday that I'm going to do the winter solstice celebration ceremony. And then after that, we're going to take a whole group up to LT's place, and he's going to make us lunch. Yeah, pretty amazing. Did he also, I just got to give a shout out to LT Live on YouTube. Thank you for the sound system. It sounds so much better in here. We used to have one little speaker over there, and we had to kind of aim it in the right direction. And people would be like, I can't hear. And I'd be like, can you go sit next to the speaker? It's really loud over there. But we can't turn it up because it'll blow out the room. And now we have like real speakers in stereo. So again, mahalo LT. And LT just so much love. Give us a soundboard and just a whole bunch of stuff. I just really honor how LT is really plugged into this community and said, I want to bless you because you guys are blessing the world. And I really accept that and appreciate that. And reminder, so on the 17th, after the summer solstice celebration ceremony, we're taking a group up to LT's place. So if you're interested in that, next to the orchids, go ahead and sign up and say, oh yeah, I want to come to LT's. And that way we'll be sure to have whatever barbecue chicken or whatever LT is doing for you. Obviously, there's service opportunities I mentioned for the produce giveaway, the bazaar, Christmas Eve candlelight service. We want singers for that. Lay ministry. Thank you again for the lay. Always wonderful to have the lays. I have all my lays still hanging around my house. Sunday service, volunteers, greeters, setup, cleanup, tech help. Stephen and I are always looking for help and so forth. And potluck help, obviously. Lots of ways to help and be a part of the community. That's what it's all about, being a part of the community. You can sign up on the mailing list if you want to be included. And now my favorite part of the community is we all sing together. So let's circle up, big circle. Yeah, and we'll sing our closing song. The words are all around you. Someplace you can probably look and see the words. A classic Hawaii aloha song. Yeah, and when we do like to connect energetically by holding hands. Come on, circle up, people. Circle up. If you like, open the left hand, right hand down, left hand up. With left up to me, I get right down to it. That's how I remember that. Sends a nice circuit of energy. They were come on down now. The words are on the wall. Ring the dawn. I love you, make me laugh.